Hello guys, welcome to TechBuzz. So today I'm going to review the cheapest iPhone you can buy now, which works on the latest iOS version. And yes, that is the iPhone SE first generation, which was launched in 2016. Many of you must be thinking of entering the Apple world, but on a very tight budget. So this can be your cheapest access to the iPhone world. So in this video, we are going to perform gaming, display and camera test of this phone. We'll mention its features and drawbacks, and we'll finally give our verdict that whether you should buy iPhone SE first generation in 2021 or not. iPhone SE can now be bought for as low as $100 or 9,000 Indian rupees or even for 6,000 rupees in the used phone market, and it is still a decent phone for its price and is a perfect phone for those who want to buy an iPhone at a really affordable price. And if you want to buy the iPhone SE first generation in India, then I have provided the sell buddy link in the description. iPhone SE is running on iOS 14.4, which is the latest iOS version till date. iOS 14 is the last major update for iPhone SE and will only receive minor updates till the end of 2021. I had purchased this iPhone SE in 2016 and I have used it for quite some time as my secondary device due to its compact design and powerful processor. Looking at the smoothness of the device, you won't be able to tell that this phone is 6 years old, and even after receiving 5 major updates from iOS 9 to iOS 14, this phone still runs smoothly, there's no lag or slowdown, and there is no delay in touching and opening of the apps. This shows how well Apple optimizes its iOS software for all of its iPhones. As even a new $100 Android smartphone like Galaxy M12 or Realme C15 slows down after a certain period of time, whereas this phone runs perfectly. But there is a drawback of this compact design, and that is the battery capacity. It has a just 1624 mAh battery, and because of that I'm getting just 5 to 6 hours of battery backup with full day Wi-Fi, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram and some YouTube usage. One thing that made me keep this phone for so many years is its design. I'm a huge fan of the brick design of the iPhones found on iPhone 4, 5 SE and iPhone 12 series phones. The phone still looks premium with front glass, aluminium frame and aluminium back panel. The back panel has a matte finish at the center and shiny finish at the top and the bottom. And I don't think phones that are available at this price point now will provide such premium materials and design. The phone is very compact in design, it easily fits in your palm and you can use it with one hand. It's quite lightweight as well. And many people still prefer the compact design with Touch ID over larger iPhones with full view display and a notch. At the bottom is the lightning port, speaker grill, mic and most loved 3.5mm audio jack. At the top is the lock button. On the left is the mute unmute switch and volume buttons. The SIM card slot is on the right side. At the back is a single 12 megapixel camera setup with dual LED dual tone flash. At the front is a 1.2 megapixel selfie camera, proximity sensor and earpiece. Talking about performance, it is a decent performer and can handle latest high-end games at medium graphics. iPhone SE is powered by Apple A9 chip with dual core processor and GT7600 6-core graphics GPU. It is available in 4 storage options, 16GB, 32GB, 64GB and 128GB, all paired with 2GB of RAM. It can run Call of Duty on medium graphics with high FPS, which is on par with Galaxy M12 and better than Realme C15, as it can run COD on low graphics with high FPS only. You won't notice any lag at all, the graphics look good, there is no stuttering or graphic loading issue of objects that are far away. So COD is playable on this 6-year-old device with decent graphics. And performance is similar to other devices that are available at this price point. And if you are concerned about PUBG, then it can run PUBG at HD graphics with high FPS. But the only downside is that while playing Call of Duty, it gave just 2 to 3 hours of battery backup. And its compact design and small screen can be an issue while gaming for some people. Also, being a metal and glass phone, it heats up while gaming, but that doesn't affect its performance, and that's not a big issue as it's a common story with every glass or metal phone. But there won't be any issue in using your daily apps. Social media apps like Snapchat and Instagram works flawlessly. The filters load quickly, there isn't any lag or anything. And same goes with Instagram. Instagram works way better on this smartphone than a new $100 Android entry-level phone. Now talking about the camera, this phone has a single 12 megapixel f2.2 aperture camera with face detection autofocus and digital image stabilization. There are some basic features in the stock camera app like time-lapse, live photo, HDR mode, live filters, panorama and 240 fps slow motion video. You can shoot 4K videos up to 30 fps. At the front, it has a just 1.2 megapixel f2.4 aperture selfie camera with face detection autofocus which can shoot only 720p resolution videos. You also get live filters and live photo in the front camera as well. So let's check out some camera samples. iPhone SE has a decent camera setup, and that's evident looking at the camera samples. The colors look natural, there are decent amount of details, and the daytime pictures on this 6-year-old device still look great. HDR photos look decent in normal sunlight, the foreground and background details are well maintained, but sometimes it struggles in direct sunlight. Output in artificial lighting conditions is nice. Low light photos are just okayish, as here the f2.2 aperture shows its limitations. Sometimes it is better than a $100 smartphone, but just not up to the mark as there is no night mode. Selfies are just decent on this one, as the 1.2 megapixel camera is not sharp enough. Color tones are maintained and the output is just okayish. For security, it comes with Touch ID, which is quite fast and secure. Watching videos on iPhones has always been great thanks to the Retina displays, and it's true with iPhone SE as well. iPhone SE first generation has a 4-inch Retina IPS LCD display with 640 by 1136 resolution and 326 ppi density. I agree that the resolution is quite low as per today's standards, but since it's a very small display, the video looks crisp, display is bright, colors are saturated, and has a decent contrast ratio. The viewing angle is also decent, the colors don't look washed out even after tilting. And to sum up in the end, whether you should buy iPhone SE in 2021, then yes, it's still a decent smartphone which you can use for casual gaming. The gaming performance is still better than a $100 entry-level Android smartphone. It can easily do your daily tasks and has a decent camera. But the only downside is the battery backup. It can be a perfect device to use as a secondary phone just for some basic tasks, and that way it can last for a day on single charge. If you live in India and looking to buy an iPhone SE, then you can have a look at SellBuddy. Their link is mentioned in the description. If you have any query about this phone or any other smartphone, please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get updates on our new video uploads. Also follow me on Instagram on techbuzz.insta page and techbuzz Facebook page. We will be back with another video soon. Till then, stay tuned.